Hey guys, it's me, Darcy, joined by Kris.
As always.
And welcome to the late night edition of this Unnamed Podcast that we do.
Yes.
Welcome.
It's not the latest of late nights, but it's later than normal.
It is later than normal. I don't think we've ever started one later.
No, we have.
When?
That was when we started at 11.
Did we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a comment in one of the videos.
I definitely know there's ones we've started that have gone for like 4 hours.
Yes.
We call them Rant Central.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
For you, anyway.
Yes.
And possibly one day me.
But yeah, no. Generally we try to start earlier than what this is.
Yes.
But I had to work.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Had to get an extra. I did an extra client because I was like, they were like, oh, they have an exam, and I was like, fine.
Jeez, wait. Is it almost the end of the first semester? No, term.
How the fuck would I know?
I don't know.
I don't know school stuff. I just work.
Neither do I. Well, if they've got an exam, you'd imagine it's near the end. Why would you have it in the middle?
I don't know, because you can.
That's stupid.
Hey. But yeah. So we are here. Wait.
Not professional?
Yeah. It was very slouched. I didn't like it. So we're here a bit later than we usually would be starting this thing. So
Yes.
I'm yawning.
I'm not.
But I have my pink drink here that's mainly just sugar.
Mainly just sugar? How much is in it?
Well, it's per serving is 8% of your daily intake. That's 43.2 grams.
Okay. It's a lot less.
Than that.
Yeah.
How much is in that?
Sorry, I meant a lot. That's a lot less than that.
Oh yeah, and that's a litre and a half. A litre and a half?
What's 11 per serving? Yes. 4.5 per 100 ml.
Yeah, per serving. Per serving.
4%.
And so this is literally just mostly pink sugar. It's delicious though.
Yes, it is. It is.
Keeps me running. Yeah. So, Kris, what's new with you? Anything? Anything good? Anything awesome?
No, nothing good.
Yeah, you're a disappointment.
Yeah. Yeah, I
This
had to cut sets out of the gym session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had to cut my legs off.
You can't see it because they're not there.
And then you never get to see our legs.
Except for that one time we were standing up in that video.
My dancing was great. I totally nailed that fluffy guy's floppy. He was like Jello.
Which dude?
Green guy.
Green guy?
He had a laser, remember?
Oh, the green guy was a laser. That
God,
reminded me of that other guy.
Oh god, he's got a laser. Yeah, no, that was him. I was doing his dance. That was a fun game.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, actually, speaking of the channel.
Yes. We're getting better.
No. Norm would be happy. We are still bad.
Okay, good.
No, subscribers have gone up.
Okay, good.
We
good.
now have a whole 10 people.
Fuck yeah.
Which means 10 people care about us enough to want to subscribe to us.
Yes.
Views. Smatz's views has gone through the roof.
Really?
Yeah, so like last time I checked, which was
I haven't checked it.
last week, as I was putting up the videos last week, because like I saw that it had gone up a bit, because like when we first put it out, it had like 10 views.
Yeah.
Then last week it was like 25, and I was like, not bad. And then today it was like 225, and I was like, the fuck is going on YouTube?
I have no idea. As I've said before, I keep getting random ones, like, while I'm watching, just letting it run. Random content creators show up. I'm like, what the fuck? Who is this?
Yeah, true. We are random.
Yes.
No one knows us.
No.
Except 10 people.
Yes. On YouTube, that is. Wait, no, yeah.
we have no friends.
There's technically a lot of people on YouTube that, or some people, I don't know why I said a lot, some people on YouTube that do know us, they just don't subscribe to us. Because we haven't told them.
That, and I don't like talking to people I know in real life.
Yeah.
Like, face-to-face talking to someone, it's the worst thing. There with their germy body, and
Yep.
much rather talk to someone over the internet.
Yet for some reason we'll stand there for 3 hours.
That's you.
No, you add to that. Actually, a lot of the talking's you.
I am a talker. That's what I do.
Yeah.
In fact, that's what I do for a job.
Yes, it is.
I talk.
Indeed it is.
And I don't actually mean this. I mean my actual job is 100% just me talking.
It works on both cases, to be honest.
It does. I'm a talker, and I'm crazy, and I have like crazy ideas, and just a vastly confusing emotional scale.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's
I
like
think.
Well, it's like that time.
But the fact that I had to say I think, yes, it did. Yeah.
Okay. So, yes. Yeah. As I said, like I think I said last week to you, I was like, are there ever times where you just like stare at me and go, this is either going to be one of the smartest things I've ever heard, or the dumbest thing that's ever happened?
I don't think that was last week. I don't. Well, at least I don't remember.
At some point, I was just like, because like I often think that. It was like the other night when I was telling you, and I was like, I have to go take a piss. So I went and took a piss, and then like as I'm pissing, I'm just like, something smells like piss.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And then I was just like, oh wait a second. Like it took me way longer than it should have to connect those dots there, and or the time that I was sitting in my car with the car running, and I was like, wait, where are my keys? So like occasionally I have moments of just absolute stupidity, but that's got nothing to do with that overly odd emotional scale that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Where it's like, one day I got really depressed because I stepped in a puddle.
Oh yeah.
And I just wrote off that day. I was like, I'm going back to bed.
Screw this. I'm done.
Wait, Darcy, didn't you just leave like 5 seconds? Oh yeah, I stood in a puddle, my socks are wet. What does that mean? Days are done. Day is ruined.
Yep.
Or the day I got really upset because I figured out I might be an anarchist.
Yes. I remember that conversation.
After believing I was a socialist for my entire life.
Which he was upset about.
Which I was deeply upset about.
Now he's only slightly upset.
I came to the terrifying conclusion, hey, wait, no, maybe I'm just an anarchist. Well, that's not good.
No.
Although I will say, it is something that I'm like, wait, my opinions on this are very anarchic, and the word is I can't even say it right. And fuck, I failed.
And he's teaching, but not teaching. Tutoring.
Hey, I do maths and science. A little bit of religion. Bit of English. A little bit of art.
See? English, right there. English. A little bit of art.
Yeah, no.
Both of those require words.
Yeah. Surprisingly, though, people in like year 8 don't use that many words.
Well, actually, by the end of grade 12, you still don't use that many words. School doesn't really teach you
I do.
that many.
I use a whole bunch of words because
Most of my words were figured out outside of school.
I like to make myself sound smart.
Yes.
Plus, it's also you just learn what these words mean. You're like, oh, that's actually a really good. I should use that word more often.
Yeah. I think that sometimes, and then a week later I forget what that word is.
No, it's just sometimes I fail with the pronunciation of words because I'm like, the word is this word, and it's like, okay, and that pronunciation is blah 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 blah. I'm like, I know. It's like I was talking to one of my students today about electrolysis.
Yes.
And I literally said electrolysis, and then I went, yeah. So basically, nice. And he just looked at me, and I'm like, that word that I literally said, like before I tried to say it again, I'm like, that is this system where you do this and this, and then through the electrolysis, I'm like, fuck me.
So third time I say it.
I'm like, just.
So if it's in a sentence, it's fine. But if it's at the start, he's fucked.
And it's like, I know the words that I'm trying to say, and it's like, I can say them, it's just, every now and then I try to say it, and it's just like, letters just come jumbling out of my mouth. Maybe my tongue might be dyslexic.
Maybe it is.
Could be.
Never heard of it, but maybe it is.
But yeah, no, so, yeah, so that happened, and I was like, that's a bit of a bummer.
Yeah.
I'm an anarchist. And then I was like, oh.
But what was worse, the socialist or the anarchist?
Definitely the socialist less is required of you.
True.
Like, you know, as an anarchist, people expect you to blow up things and
True.
fight the system. Whereas as a socialist,
But you say blowing up things as if that's not something that would be fun.
Yeah, I know. I just don't like the expectation that that's what I've got to do.
True. Fair.
No, yeah. So that was an interesting discovery. It's like one of those shower thoughts, you know.
No,
Except it wasn't in the shower. It was more like highway thoughts. Oh shit.
You read it wrong?
No, I've read it wrong.
What'd you read?
Nothing.
No, I need to know
000.
now. The one that says live?
Oh, this is live.
And
I always read that
And
one,
you
but-
wrote that one?
No, I wrote 15 to 1525.
Oh, okay.
What I did was read that and went 00. Wow.
Okay, fair.
You know, sometimes you have brain farts.
Yes.
Sometimes you have the greatest thoughts in history. And then you go, wait, no, that's probably not that great.
But it was a fun thought while it lasted.
Yeah. And sometimes you're sitting there and you go, but if we did this, I'm a really bad person.
And then if you're sitting with the right person, it just keeps going downhill.
It does. Often. Really often.
We're not great people.
We accept that.
Yeah. We come up with some really horrible and horrific ideas.
Yes. But the difference is, we'd put them in place.
Because nobody knows. Unless something bad goes down. 'Cause generally it's alright.
See, but-
Unless something
Again,
malfunctions.
people say like, oh, you're a bad person because you want to do this. And it's like, no, I'm not a bad person because I want to do that. It's like, I just want a bunch of nitroglycerin because I want it. I don't want to do anything with it. I just want to have it. It be mine.
Graham's got a whole bunch of glycerin.
And it belonged to me. And
It's part of the way there.
then I need a safe place to store it. So you come up with an idea of a place where no one's ever going to look for a bunch of explosive material. Because, you know, I don't want it to be dangerous.
Exactly.
So you bury it under a school. It's a logical decision.
Didn't we say nursing home? Was that something else?
University.
University. Okay, yes.
Everyone was like, oh, you put it under a nursing home. I'm like, you can't put it under a nursing
What
home.
did we discuss with putting under a nursing home?
No, that was what you thought was a good idea because you could get it from a nursing home. And I was like, no.
What was...
Terrible
No.
idea.
I don't think I ever said you can get it from a nursing home. 'Cause I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the more you know.
Um,
Growing.
as I said, I know that Graham's got some glycerin. Doesn't have the nitro part, but he's got the glycerin.
That's because they took the nitro part out.
I'm aware.
They used to give you nitro.
That's why when he told me that he has glycerin, I'm like, oh, well, all we're going to do is get the nitro part and we can get rid of this place.
No, they used to give you nitroglycerin, but then that's super dangerous.
See, I'm aware of that part.
No, but occasionally you just want
No, but I could have sworn
something because people tell you you can't have it.
Could have sworn there was something we were discussing and putting it under a nursing home because
Oh, it might have come up as one of the places to put it, but I was like, no, under a university is better. Actually, technically speaking, under a car park at a university was my decision.
that's right, we did decide on that. Yeah.
Because no one ever looks for explosive substances under a car park at a university. Seriously, what kind of crazy person goes, and they're probably keeping a bunch of nitroglycerin under that? No one. So,
fair.
logically speaking, it's the most sane place to keep large stocks of nitroglycerin.
Yeah, I can see the reasoning.
Except now it's not.
Well, now that's
Now that that is out there, people will now expect it. And then It's
especially when you're involved.
So anyway, other than the fact that I am a sad anarchist, yeah, not much happened this week. Wait, did much happen this week? I can't remember this week. I did go out a lot on the weekend. There were many parties and much alcohol.
There was, yeah. Well, I didn't have much alcohol. I had a bit on Monday though.
On Monday?
Yeah.
Why?
It's when I get dragged out to trivia and then I just drink.
Right.
I occasionally answer a question, but mostly I just drink.
I played some Sporkle.
Oh, nice.
This is good. I enjoyed it.
Fun. On Monday, I also got told I look like shit.
Wait. So you got told on Monday that you looked like shit?
Yes.
By who?
Graham. I'd followed him into the cash office and he could hear me breathing, at which point he turned around as he was about to leave and he's like, "You look like shit. You sound better than you walked in, but you look like shit."
I just find that so odd and hard to believe.
How so?
You look like shit every day.
I know, right?
Why would, especially on Monday, you say, what happened on Monday that they felt the need to bring that up?
He's probably looking real pale.
Again, I feel like that's just an everyday occurrence.
Paler than normal. Because I then got up and then walked back over to the counter and I'm like, and it's gone downhill again. Then went over to special orders and sat there for 20 minutes. Then went home.
And then went out and got drunk.
No, it was like 7 hours later.
It was just a trick so we could go and get boozed up.
I didn't drive there. But I also did tell Sky while I was sitting, I'm like, yeah, I think for the current track record of the weekend and now, yeah, I'm not coming in tomorrow.
That's it. Tuesday off as well.
Yeah.
Shit, this guy. I played a game with some of our friends. That was interesting. That was Saturday night.
Yes it was.
That was interesting.
I heard some of it.
Yeah, we were just chatting, talking about this.
And I saw some of it.
Talking about this. What?
I was sitting upstairs.
Oh. When?
At what point? Oh, well, I asked Jordan what his code was so I can add him.
So anyway, playing Call of Duty with some of our friends.
Yeah.
Talking about what me and you have been doing. Mainly the channel.
Yes.
And then mainly also not that, because then things went on to our snow trip.
Oh, yes.
Which made me pose a question to the person who doesn't live in the same town as us. Wait, why do you need to know when the snow trip is? Because you don't live in the same town as us, and I'm not doing that, adding that 3 days to my drive.
No. You want to join flying?
And then he went, "Oh no, it's just because I'm planning to come there on my holidays and I don't want to come when you're all gone." And we're like, "Ah."
But that makes sense, yeah.
Well, when are you coming? I don't know. Right.
That makes that easy.
Well, don't come on this date.
Yeah, don't come between these dates. You're good.
Then Kris joined and I was screaming about my butthole.
That was exactly when I joined that party too. That was literally joined, and then all I heard was that.
Yeah, because they were shooting me in the butthole.
They were.
It was very concerning to me. Not as concerning as the fact that I'm an anarchist, but concerning nonetheless.
Yeah.
But no, the real thing that stood out that night, whilst playing COD, is that they discovered how to ping things.
Oh, yeah.
And then did not stop.
Yeah, as soon as I said to... Because I was playing DMZ with Jaden yesterday.
Yep.
And I'm like, he's like reading the stuff out, he's like, "Gotta ping this." He's like, "Oh, I know how to ping things." I'm like, "Yes, I heard."
Yes.
But it was a different kind of ping than he needed to do.
No, it was just the enemy ping.
Yeah, no, he had to ping...
A map.
Something on the map, plus he then also had to ping 5 enemies.
Yep. But the real point of that annoyed me was... like, they're just sitting there and I'm there pinging, and I was sniping. So all these enemy pings are popping up, and I have to blame Call of Duty for this, because who puts in an enemy ping button? Not like a ping button where it's like if you hit an enemy with your ping, it shows up. No, a button that whatever you ping is labelled an enemy.
What?
Yeah, it's not good.
I don't have that.
It is in multiplayer. Because all that was popping up were red marks, like in the middle of nothing. But you could tell whenever they did actually ping an enemy because the red mark would move a bit before disappearing, or like jump or do something. Okay, so they've actually pinged a person there.
Yes.
But otherwise, it was just like middle of the street, ping, 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 and you're just like, guys, I can't actually see the enemies through your pings. So I'm sitting there with my sniper rifle being like, okay, I'm gonna, I can't see shit. I'm gonna have to move.
Just moved, and then they moved the pings.
Yep.
Oh man, that is hilarious.
But
okay, so
no, that is the start of stupidity.
Oh wow.
Because then they started questions being like, the ping button is too awkward to get during a game.
Yeah.
So they tried changing it, and then started discussing on how they tried changing it to the aim down sight. So when you aim down sight, you would ping.
Oh fuck! What the hell?
Yes. But that didn't work.
Oh, thank God.
That would have taken away that aim down sight.
Yes.
To which one of them was like, "No, just lose your aim down sight. It's more important to ping and hip fire than like you ping, you hip fire, you ping, you hip fire." Because they also found out that pinging an enemy before killing it gives you more experience.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Because you get a ping assist on your own kill.
Oh,
So Call of Duty fucked up. But
Yeah,
more
they
importantly, we came with the decision. There were two things you could do. You could change your aim down sight to ping, and then just hip fire, or keep your aim down sight and change fire to ping, so that you have just really precise pinging,
Yes. Well, see,
but no bullets.
in DMZ, pinging is just middle click, which just poses the issue. If you do move your finger slightly, you also change weapon at the same time.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was Saturday night. That was. I'm trying to remember when I showed you the edit that I'd done.
Edit that you've done. Oh, for Raft.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember when I did that.
Saturday?
Was that Saturday?
No, because Saturday I went straight home.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Was it
Wasn't
Friday?
Sunday. It must have been Friday.
Did you come around on Friday? No, 'cause-
No, that doesn't make sense.
Maybe I showed it to you on Wednesday. Have I had that in my pocket for a week? Can't.
Maybe it's either that or maybe Thursday. Because I had Thursday off.
No, you weren't here Thursday. I'm trying to figure that out now because I'm like, I definitely
So it didn't come around on Sunday.
did the edit, and then I remember showing you,
Yes.
and then I just forgot to actually finish the video.
It would have had to have been Wednesday then.
Would have had to be. That means I've been sitting on that for a week.
Yeah.
But I also don't remember doing it on Wednesday. I definitely felt like I did it over the weekend though, so that's like the craziest thing.
Yeah. No, I barely know what day it is.
My life is a mystery. Like, I do something and then I just totally forget about it.
That sounds right.
Except that bunny man. I haven't even touched that yet because every time I go near it, I start having post-traumatic stress.
It's not even all my fault.
It's mostly his fault.
It's not all my fault.
Oh, but mostly is enough. Yeah, that's weird.
It is.
Because I definitely remember having the conversation and showing you, and I was just like, check it out. But then now I have no idea when that was.
That's what did come around on. No, I did come around on another day.
What day?
Must have been your mum's birthday.
Sunday.
I didn't come around on Sunday.
Yes, you did, for dinner. We had Chinese food.
Was that Sunday?
That was Sunday. Yeah, I showed you Sunday. I did.
That's right, because Friday was the... I didn't come around on Saturday.
It was a party weekend.
That's right, because... Yeah.
It was retirement parties, engagement parties, birthday parties.
Okay, yeah, it was Sunday then. There you go.
That's crazy. It was the weekend. I was right. I knew I hadn't been sitting on that for
Holy
ages.
shit, we forgot everything.
I forgot most things.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
No, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I had to readjust how I edit things though, which was not so fun. No, it wasn't that bad. The worst part was Kris's footage.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
But we fixed that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. I've got a phasmophobia to edit that may or may not prove that we've fixed that.
I mean, we could have looked through it straight away.
We could have, but it goes against my principles.
Okay.
I'm one of those people that's like, first take is always perfect.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck me.
That's something.
Yeah, man, that was crazy though. I had a fucking intense weekend. Like,
Yeah.
too intense.
Mine wasn't. I didn't even go to work on Saturday.
Yeah, no, you fuck.
I went to work on Sunday.
For like an hour.
No. Longer than that. I was there for like 6.
An hour and 5 minutes.
I was there for like 6 hours. And then I was there for like 4 on Monday. It got progressively worse.
Yeah, I'd say. No, that's... Yeah. That was crazy. That was a big weekend. I'm looking forward to having a chill weekend this weekend. So we're going to go around to yours and Jordan's. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's still pretty chill.
Yeah. Except I've got to have like... I'm gonna have a folder. In that folder is going to be donuts.
Fuck yeah! Bring them donuts. I ain't saying no.
It's just... I was like...
You know, I'm gonna be
I was thinking about that because I'm like...
I'm gonna be disappointed now if there's no donuts in a folder.
Like Jordan is a very he likes to plan things out, man.
Yes.
He's a planner, and I'm like, I'm just gonna rock up and be like, okay, so this is the cost, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
blah blah blah.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, but Jordan likes things to be like nice and professional, like so I should rock up with a folder. I'm like, but I'm not gonna have anything in that folder. I was like, I can put a donut in a folder. And then when people are like, oh, so what's in the folder? I just donut.
Can there be 2 in there?
No.
Oh.
Single donut folder.
Damn, I wanted a donut.
What's in that folder? Oh, this is just a way to carry a donut around safely. Until I get my donut pocket installed on my pants.
Oh, yes. Wait, wasn't that supposed to be in the jacket? Oh, no, it was the pants. Never
No,
mind.
the pants.
What was in the jacket?
The jacket.
Yeah.
Jay has a big piece that says, you can't read this because this is my jacket. What the fuck was that?
Good messaging.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Jordan got a message from someone on Saturday, and we just had a laugh about it.
Oh, yeah? I don't think I heard. Wait, did I
Did
hear
you hear
about
about that?
I might have, but
I can't remember.
I might not have.
I honestly can't remember if you were in the chat at that point, but we got this message. He got this message and he read it out, and we're just like piercing ourselves laughing. And then I said what I usually say, which is like, well, if you never text me again, yes. Because there's just something like, are we good? And I was just like, you should respond to like, well, we were until you texted me.
Oh, shit. I may have heard about that one.
I honestly can't remember if you were in the chat at the time. I just remember laughing.
You know, I don't think it was in the
might
chat,
be
but I
while
think I
you
might
were
have
leaving.
heard it after. Because I do
That was
have a chat
that was
with
probably
Jordan
the
every so often.
funniest thing. You talk to Jordan.
Every so often, yes.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, we see each other in passing.
We see each other at least once a week when I'm in his kitchen cooking my dinner.
You're overestimating me there.
You don't. Yeah, no, you don't cook food.
I mean, I did the other day. On Saturday. Made some nachos. Jordan had some.
Holy shit! I didn't eat on Saturday. Oh,
Wait,
that's
did you?
not good.
Not even at the engagement party?
No, I don't eat at parties. I just drink.
That's fair. No, I went like 36 hours without food. That was.
It's the hardest 36 hours of your life. Wait, was it without food or was it without a meal? Because there's differences. Like,
I was without food.
you didn't snack?
No.
Didn't mung out on any chicken crumpies?
No. I had nothing at home.
This kid.
I had nothing at home, and I didn't have enough money to order anything, so...
That sucks. I ordered a burger the other day. I say the other day. I think it was yesterday. I can't remember.
It was one of the days.
But it was delicious, and I ate it, and I was just like,
Where was it from?
take it easy.
I heard about this one.
No, because it was like yesterday. I order from there a lot, because they have really good burgers. They're really expensive, but their burgers are delicious.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
And the chips are also okay.
They're okay? Just okay?
I would eat them.
Okay.
I wouldn't, like, go out of my way to eat them. Because
So
I don't do
You're
that
not going
for
to just
chips.
order them unless you're getting a burger as well.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Fair.
Like, I'm not going to just, like, go out and be like... But I don't ever do that. I'm not someone who's going to go out and be like, I'm going to order a fuck ton of chips. Fuck you.
Well, unless you're getting fish and chips, then you order a fuck ton of chips. For a group of people.
I don't eat fish and chips.
Yeah, I know you don't. I know you don't.
I don't like anything that swims around in its own bodily excrement.
Fair, though.
Or piss.
Yeah. That's fair.
And then it breathes it in.
It does.
Fish are disgusting.
Yeah.
They're a real fucked up animal.
Yeah.
And they smell bad.
Well, yeah, the obvious reasons.
Because they're fish.
Because they swim around in their own excrement. And piss.
They do. It's gross. It was as bad as fucking... ants, man.
Okay. Took you a while to get to that one.
Ants live in their own poop. It's almost as bad as flies. They live in other things' poop.
You really do.
And then they always fucking... Oh, I would hate to live in the country. Like, on a farm. Because you know that the flies that are landing on you and all of your things have been out in the animal shit. And now they've come to land on your things.
Yeah.
All of your things are covered in animal shit.
Never thought about it that way.
I hate flies.
I mean, so do I. So do
I
I.
got my pen.
You did.
Yeah. No, so I had this burger, right?
Yes.
It was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
It made me rethink my life.
I've never had a burger that good.
Like, not drastically. It was just like,
Oh.
that burger was really good. I should have another. And then I was like, no.
They're expensive.
I was actually more concerned about my heart, but...
Oh, that's right. Yes, you did explain that.
Double bacon cheeseburger.
Oh, yes.
No, double cheese bacon, but I can't remember. It's got 2 burgers, a lot of cheese and bacon.
That does sound good.
It is good. You slap a vegan with that, they're gonna become fucking...
Double beef, bacon, and cheeseburger?
Yeah, you slap a vegan with it. It's the only known cure. Oh,
and you got to make sure it hits their mouth too. And they've got no choice.
you just pop it open and BAM! And they're like, oh...
I guess I'll eat it. Come on, give it here.
Why does animal stuff smell so good? Because it's delicious. And you should be eating it. No.
Yeah.
Only known cure for veganism. Cheese, bacon, burger.
Wait, I thought you said there was another cure.
Yeah, it was a cheese bacon burger.
No, it was one that came. Wasn't there one that you gave that just came to more of an end?
Came to an end.
Yeah.
Oh. That's less of a cure and more of a solution. You know, for those who don't want to seek out the cure, the solution. No.
Bit of metal.
We're not joking. They, I can't remember anything that I've actually... I'm trying to remember things I've done this week. I'm just like... It's literally what my brain's
really
doing.
haven't done much.
It's like, I'm like, what did I do Monday? I can't remember. But what did I do yesterday? I ate a burger. I also went to work, but, you know.
It's work.
Yeah, you know, I do enjoy my work, but at the end of the day, I'm still like, it's still work.
Yeah. I'm at the other end of that.
I think sadly enough, up until going to gym this morning, which is less of a memorable thing and more of just something I plan out to have every week, so it's just, I know it's happening.
Yeah.
The most memorable thing I've done since our last chat on Sunday was eat a burger. It was a really good burger.
Oh, man. That's... I mean...
sad yet oddly satisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. My gym time has changed now. Possibly.
Yeah?
Well, it has for next week.
You can't have a statement. My gym time's changed.
It's changed.
Maybe.
It's changed for next week. We don't know whether it's permanent or not.
Wow, what's happened?
Well, we discussed because
Like, broke his other ankle.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, we were discussing it, and it's because Joe was at a point of like, better if we had like an hour,
Right.
so we could take our time because you got a client immediately after my session.
Right.
So it tends to be the end of my session I do by myself.
Right.
So, thinking 4 o'clock next week.
Oh, dang. Maybe that late.
Yeah, but I think I'm the last client at that point.
Right.
So you can sort of take your time. She'd mentioned that was another time she had. I was like, that wouldn't bother me because I don't come here till after 7.
True.
So it really doesn't
I
matter.
do work at night time.
Yes.
Exclusively after school.
Yes. So,
Unless it's the holidays.
yes.
In which case I can work earlier than after school.
That is true.
Because the people that I work with are generally in school.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, see, I kind of like the morning session. In like...
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll get back to it if I end up joining back with you. Which is still a while away, but...
Absolutely. Last time you worked out with me, you broke your ankle. That's an actual fact.
Look, the worst part about that was the ligament damage. It isn't technically the ankle.
That's an actual fact. I saw your sister today.
Yeah.
I was like,
Which one?
older sister.
Okay, yeah.
The one that works at the supermarket. And I went to go get my supermarket stuff.
Oh, yes, yes.
And because I went and got lunch. Well, I went and bought like sausage rolls. So I could like warm up some sausage rolls because I was like,
Solid.
I'm in the mood for some sausage rolls.
Fair.
So I had sausage rolls instead of a burger for lunch today.
Yeah. Good choice.
Although, was it? Because apparently that was such a good burger. It's the only thing I can remember.
Fair.
But yeah, no, I saw your sister and I was going to say something then. I was like, no. I was going to ask because I think it would have been about the time you were finishing up at the gym. I was going to be like, hey, has Kris called you yet to say he's had a fucking aspirin attack and gone up to the hospital? But I did. And then I was like thinking about that. I'm like,
I've only had I've only had a couple of attacks at the gym.
yeah. But I'm just
I've
saying.
never ended up at the hospital from them.
I was like standing there thinking, I was
Been
like,
close to that. Very
so I was
close.
thinking about it, I'm like, oh, well, Kris is still definitely a long way from coming back to joining Shane's sessions.
Yes.
And then I was sitting there and I went, a very long way back, because the last time me and Kris worked out together, Kris literally broke his ankle. Like, I'm a bad influence on him.
And it was actually a clean break. As much as they call it a fracture, it was a break.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because it was legitimately a piece broke off.
Fuck, son, I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
Today, for the first time ever, I had to teach the fucking box method. Which I've also recently found out is part of a Year 6's curriculum.
What?
And I also...
The Year 6's?
Yeah. I also found out, and this is the part that annoys me the most, there's an even worse version. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
What?
Yeah, it's
I'm going to have to find out about this.
called the lattice method.
Oh, fuck off.
And I was looking at it.
Sounds horrible.
I was looking at it and I'm like, I don't even fucking understand how to do this. And I'm like, and I'm a grown-ass man.
Grown-ass man, and we, like myself, except probably better than me in this case, you're able to wrap your head around things very easily.
I'm glad that you added that caveat. It's very true.
It is. Much as I can, there's a different level between us.
I'm like looking at it.
That went out of focus for a second.
It's because you moved violently. Or the camera was nodding its head in agreement.
Either way.
But yeah, I'm like looking at this sheet and it's doing a math equation. I'm like, I have no idea how this is working.
And he's good at maths.
Well, no, the thing
It's
is
not that. We don't-
the thing is, I'm looking at it going like, I could do this equation in like 5 fucking seconds.
Yes.
I'm like, how do I do it in this form? Fuck if I know. I don't even know the first fucking rules of this. And
I was
like,
he only found out about the box method a couple weeks ago when I told him.
because
It's a shit method.
It's so stupid.
It is.
It's like
fucking horrid.
It's like, and so I'm doing the box method with one of my kids, right? And it's like, they're like, oh, what's 1,000 times this? And I'm just like, this
1,000 times that?
1,000 times another number.
So just a solid 1,000.
Yeah.
That's not even. You don't even need anything. You just move the decimal point back 3 spots.
No. It was 1,000 times something hundred. So it was literally like 700,000 was the answer. But I'm like, how is that easier?
Yeah, but isn't it take the other number and then move 3 points, which adds? But yeah, because if it's by 100,
There you go. Ready?
Fine.
Here's how you explain multiplying by any number that has zeros behind it.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. Any number. So, the way that you teach someone how to multiply any number by any number that has a zero behind it is, so, as I said, when it was 1,000 times 700, what's 1 times 7? 7. How many zeros do you have? 5. Okay, now put 5 zeros behind it. That's all it is.
Which is technically
That's all it
exactly
is.
what I do. I grab the number and then I add the zeros.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's literally all I do. It's just I
because-
move the decimal place back because it's exactly
but-
the same thing.
But the reason that I'm like, that's not easier is that
Well, if the answer was like 7, if it was 1,000,
the way that I normally teach maths, it's like, that's not easier.
The main reason I say
Because
it,
the way I do it is we literally only deal with
Whole
single digits.
yeah, okay, yeah. So when dealing, especially with like, let's say 736.37, yeah, just move the decimal back, decimal point back 3 spaces.
If you've got points, but in this,
That's why I've always done it
we're
that
not
way.
dealing with fractions.
Yeah, okay, I suppose.
We're not dealing with fractions.
No,
here.
yes, but that's how I've always dealt with it. It's technically it's still right.
Oh, it's correct.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with fractions, it's decimal place movement.
It's correct
That's
the other
all it
way
is.
too.
But the easiest way to explain it is you just do the 2 numbers and then
add all
add
the zeros.
zeros.
Yeah, I mean that works.
because that way they can literally count the zeros they're supposed to add.
I suppose, yeah.
But as I said, like the whole point is trying to get them past the point where they need to do stuff like that. But I just find the box method so bad because I'm just like, the larger these numbers get, sure, it's not hard to do 1,000 by 700, but then you've got to plus them all together at the end of it.
Which is
And
just
I'm like,
drags it out.
I'm like, when you're dealing with a 4-digit number times a 3-digit number, you now have 12 numbers you're adding together.
Yes.
I'm like, what if you're dealing with a 4-digit and a 4-digit number? That's 16 numbers. You're just adding more places where you can make a mistake.
Yes.
And that's not good. That's not good ever. You never want to add more places where you can have a mistake. Especially when you're dealing with kids who are like already fucking second guessing themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought you might enjoy that because I was just like, I fucking looked at it and saw it said box and lattice method, and I was
I'm assuming the lattice method is for the larger number.
no, it's just a different way of doing it. I'll show you later, but it sucks. And as I said, I looked at it and just went, what the fuck are we even doing?
I imagine I'm going to hate it so much.
Oh, you will. But yeah, no, I got there and I was like, oh. And then I was like chatting with him and I was just like, which of the 3 methods that we've worked on today do you prefer? And he was like, the middle one, and the middle one is basic long multiplication. What we're all taught and what we'll be using.
Oh, that went down the wrong way.
And I was just like, nice.
Oh, fuck.
This guy. Can't breathe at the best of times, so he starts throwing water down his throat. Lungs.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, so we did the box, we did the lattice, and then we did just some basic long multiplication.
Okay.
And then I was just like, which one do you prefer? And he's like, long multiplication. I'm like, yes, because it's so much simpler and less confusing and requires less steps. I'm just like, so why the fuck did we ever go to these other methods?
Because they wanted to overcomplicate things.
That's the only way I can see. So I was just like, why the fuck are we teaching this to kids?
Wait, so were they actually teaching long multiplication as well, or did you just show them? What's the fucking point
What's
in the other two?
What's the point of the other two? I don't fucking know.
Is it just some way to show them like 3 ways to do something, and then they find the easiest method themselves?
If it was that, I would not imagine the other two would exist for very long, because they're worse, they take more time, and they suck.
Yeah, because they both involve, I very much imagine, involve drawing something. Boxes and a lattice.
Yes. Yeah, I don't like it, and I'm just like, why did we even bring this in? Like, when you're learning multiplication, it can be a hassle. Like,
yes.
I remember when multiplication used to be the scariest thing about maths. It's not anymore. I know about things like logarithms. And fucking...
I didn't go too much into those, but yes.
I hate quadratic formulas.
I have worked with those.
I hate the quadratic formula, and I hate it when I read something. It's like, okay, so using quadratics, I'm like, fuck! Shit!
I've forgotten about them.
But multiplication, right? Multiplication, when you're first learning it, is a tricky beast, because it is quite literally the next step after addition and subtraction. And you're sitting there and you go, addition and subtraction. Oh god, this is a struggle. But then you got it, and you're like, yeah, addition, subtraction, I can do this, I can do this. Then they hit you with multiplication, you're just like, fuck you, what the hell did you just do to me? And I just sit there and I go like, and then it's like, oh yeah, now we're going to teach you how to do multiplication. And now we're going to show you 2 really inefficient ways and the best way of doing that. And it's like, why confuse them? Just show them the best way to do it.
And they're going to make them do it in the tests as well. For them, as soon as they get to high school, being like, oh, fuck, no one cares about those 2.
Oh yeah, no, once you get to high school, they're gone, because you should not be doing maths this way. It's terrible and bad.
No, it's like, by the time you get to high school, you don't even add long multiplication into anything. You just do the fucking sum.
You do.
And give the answer.
That's not true, unless if you have to not use a calculator, you have to do long multiplication.
Oh yeah, I suppose if you get told not to use it. Yeah. But otherwise, in a lot of things...
Oh, in a lot of things,
in high school, calculators become common practice.
Show you're working. And it's like,
just draw a picture.
Assume you're correct.
Just draw a picture of a calculator.
Yes.
Show you're working, calculator.
Thank you very much. No, but yeah, like fucking, I just could not believe this, and I was just like sitting there looking at it, and I'm just like, these are bad.
Yeah.
These are bad, and they're confusing, and there is nothing worse than confusing.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you're in a learning situation.
True.
Being told something incorrect is better than being confused in a learning situation, because you can always check someone on what they've said. You can always just have a look and be like, oh, they were wrong.
Yes.
This is the correct answer. But if you're confused, you don't even know where to begin.
True, yeah.
And that's why I just hate this box method. And when I saw it, I was just like, oh god, it's all coming out.
The box method is not hard to wrap your head around, or at least not for me, or I assume you.
It's not hard, it's just
not hard. Oh yeah, I agree. It's very. The first time I saw it, it was fucking stupid. I think it was Jessica that initially said it to me,
The only time
And then I looked
should
it
have
up
to
and was
add
like, what the fuck is
the
this?
only time that I should have to add 16 numbers together while multiplying is if I'm multiplying a 16-digit number.
Yes.
Like, not if I'm doing a 4 and a 3 number.
Look, and especially
That's
at our age,
legitimately 3
it's
lines.
calculator. We don't even need it.
I sometimes wonder, because do you remember when...
Because I've always got a calculator on me.
Do you remember back when we were in high school and teachers were telling us you wouldn't have a calculator on you all the time? And like now that is the thing. I think teachers need to go back to saying that and just take the flack from the kids and then teach the kids how to do things without calculators.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because I'm starting to get a little bit worried about our future when people are using calculators to do things like 14 times 5.
Oh fuck. See, I do most calculations in my head. It's just that you know those days where you just like you start thinking about the equation and you're like, fuck, nothing's going on. Better
No,
use.
I don't.
I see. Look. It's generally a bad day for me, but it's just like I'm there and I'm like,
That's good.
it's equations I've done. I do day in day out at work, and it's just like, no, calculator it is.
No, see, my thing.
Nothing's, and it's generally like you've woken up half an hour ago and someone's brought you this, and it's like, fuck, I have to. Nah, it's too early for this. Fuck this.
No, see, my biggest issue with equations is that I switch between year levels. So sometimes the expected knowledge is different. And
See, my thing is, I just use whichever one's the easiest.
true, but again, expected knowledge comes into that.
Yes.
Because expected knowledge explains how you're supposed to answer something. True. And as I said to you before, when I was sitting there doing a year 8 after doing a year 12, and I had almost the same question, find X, I just was like, we're on this. Bang, 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 and I look at my year 8 and go, oh, right, expected knowledge, much, much smaller. I'm like, oh, and finding X, much, much easier.
Yes. Very easy. Holy shit. It's a massive difference.
Yeah. No, it was crazy. But my whole point on that was just, I was just like looking at this and I was just like, this is stupid.
Oh yeah.
This is stupid. Why is this? Why are we doing things so stupid? And then like when I was
can't
like
wait
talking,
to be disappointed about it. Because I'm going to be disappointed looking at that last.
but then I was just like, because I'm talking to him and I'm like, you know, I'm like, you guys do long division, long multiplication, don't you? And I showed him and he's like, yeah, we do that all the time. And I'm like, why the fuck do we do these other ones? One of them is this accepted way of doing things, and the other one sucks. Just made me upset.
I'm already slightly upset.
Yeah.
And I haven't even fucking seen it.
Yeah. No.
Ugh.
Dude, that's just like my whining about fucking us getting stupider as a species. It's happening. No, see, that's a lie. We're probably smarter now than we've ever been before, but we're also more willfully ignorant than we've ever been before.
Yeah, I can agree.
And that's worse.
Yep.
That's so much worse. But yeah. No, so my last student I had today, we were looking at equations, and oh man, and not non-maths equations. These were biology-related equations.
Okay, yeah.
I'm staring at the variables. He's going, I'm yawning.
Yes.
So I'm looking at the variables, and I just go, I have no idea what any of these mean, and what we're supposed to be subbing into any of them. And he's like, oh, that's okay, I've got it written down. I'm like, awesome. I'm like, I can do the maths. I'm like, but what I can't do is, I can read this equation and tell you what it's asking us to do. I'm like, I cannot tell you what we're supposed to be subbing in anywhere. Because I do not study biology.
That's fair.
And he's like, oh, no, we can do it. And I was like, oh, okay, once we do that, I'm like, right, this isn't half hard. But I was just like, god damn, I hate going into blind variables.
Oh, yeah.
D equals this. Right, so what's D? D is this. Right, and what's this? Oh, that's this other thing. Okay, and this one? Yep. Okay, and this one. Right. Okay, and this one? Just like...
shit.
When D equals 4 other letters, you go, oh, fuck, this is going to be a long one.
Oh, shit. Oh, that sucks.
No, it wasn't that bad because it wasn't mathematics. So it wasn't asking us to prove.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair. That's good.
It's just like, no, we assume you're correct. Unlike maths, prove you're right. Fuck you.
Fuck off.
If I wanted to prove I was right, I'd be a lawyer.
See, I never had to go into depth with that.
Because you're a dummy.
No, it's only slightly.
Yeah.
Smarter than a lot of other people.
But are you smarter than an average bear?
I like to think so.
Bears are pretty smart, yo.
Yeah, I still like to think so. Did that camera go blurry, or is that just my vision briefly?
I think my vision blurred. I think it's your vision.
Okay, cool. Because that's happened a couple of times in the last couple of minutes.
I think it's my vision. But I think I slept for like 2 hours last night. That's why my eyes are so dark. But it was like a good 2 hours of sleep. Like, you know, when you wake up and you're feeling like, oh yeah, I'm feeling fresh. But then your body starts to go like, yeah, but we didn't actually get enough, so we are dying. I think that's where I'm currently resting.
I know that one. I know that one, especially after I got like 39 hours of being awake and then got 2 hours of sleep. So it's
because yeah, I remember being awake, and the clock. Well, my Alexa said like 4:30, and I was like, I should go to bed. I have gym in the morning.
Yeah.
Then I remember being awake, and it was at 6, and I was like, okay, I was definitely asleep for a bit.
Yes.
So I went, but it's 6 in the morning. I gotta be up in like 4 hours, so I'll turn off my air conditioning. That way, in about 2 hours' time, it'll start to warm up. Just turn off my AC. And then I remember it being like 7.
Oh.
Then 8. Then 8:30. Then 9.
Yep.
Then 14 past 9. And then 15 past 9.
Oh, shit. Those ones suck.
And then 20 past 9. And I was like,
it's like those
fucking
ones.
hate you, buddy.
It's like one of those days where my alarm goes off and then I tell it to snooze.
Mm.
And then I feel like I've been asleep for 2 hours, and then it's been 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, fuck, that was
crazy. Those ones. Because I'm just like, oh shit, what, oh, what's the time? Oh, my alarm mustn't have gone off. Oh, shit, did I tell my alarm to stop? Check the time. It's been 2 minutes. It's a whole thing.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I just found it fucking crazy, because I was just like, oh, it's like 14 past 9. I'm like, I can sleep for another half hour. So I rolled over, closed my eyes, embraced the nothingness of unconsciousness, and I opened my eyes again and rolled back over. I'm like, it's literally been a minute. What the fuck?
Yep. Those ones, they fucking suck.
Yeah, it
they
wasn't great.
Really do.
Wasn't great. I'm like, oh, I'd give it a 3 out of 50. But
yeah, I can agree.
Yeah, but like, you know, you wake up. And it was good sleep because I woke up and I'm like, I'm feeling fresh. I can take on the world. But yeah, now that it's like
must be good to get that.
12 hours since then, like over 12 hours, my body's now like, okay, yeah, you need more than 2 hours sleep, guy. Come on, guy, go to sleep. And I'm like, I can't.
You get it that early?
What, after 12 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, if I've had 2 hours sleep the night before, yes.
So remember the 39 hours I told you about? I had 2 hours of sleep the night before.
And you want me to be impressed by the fact that you were dying?
Yeah, no, I was dying. I didn't start feeling it until like 24 hours.
No, man. Because I generally sleep for about 5 to 6 hours a night.
Fair.
I haven't had a massive crash in a while. And because I haven't had a massive crash, if I don't get at least 5 hours of sleep at night, it takes it out of me really quickly.
Fair.
Because I haven't. My last massive crash was 15 hours, and that was probably 2 years ago. And that was when I was working on, like, I would go 5, 5, 5.
Mine was that New Year's. I was being real stupid.
No.
That was my last. It was 15 hours also, but it was my last massive one.
But yeah, so like, I just haven't had a crash in ages, so I haven't had a chance to reset, pretty much. Yeah. So I've been riding on like the absolute. I've been running on the absolute like minimum, and then if I go under that, it's just like my body just goes, and then I'm like, oh no, that's probably not good.
I think that's why you couldn't say electrolysis before. Fucking hell.
No.
What?
No, that wasn't why I couldn't say that.
Are you sure? It wouldn't have helped.
I'm pretty sure the word I was trying to say earlier was anarchic. Anarchic? Anarchic. Might have been anarchic. I'm going to Google that and see if that's the word I was thinking of.
I mean, it sounds
right, doesn't it? It sounds like the acts of an anarchist.
Look, it sounds right.
Although
but it also sounds like it could be wrong.
As an anarchist, I really shouldn't care about the pronunciation of the words.
You shouldn't. It's generally not what you care about. But no, I think that's why you couldn't say it. It definitely wouldn't have helped.
Anarchic.
It was the word? Okay, cool.
Man,
it was the word.
Yeah. With no control, rules, or principles to give order. Uncontrolled by convention.
Okay. Makes sense. Or does it?
It really should. I wonder if that's what, like, the old school anarchists hated the most. The fact that the very organizations that they were rebelling against gave them a very neat and orderly word that described them.
Maybe that did.
It would. It would annoy me if that's what I was going for.
Fair.
Yeah. I was just like that. It's kind of like, I've told you the emu story, haven't I?
Maybe.
I was driving on the road and there's a beware of emus for the next 4 kilometers sign, and like standing 2 meters in front of that was an emu, and I was just pissing myself laughing because I'm like, the emu knows, man. He knows that he refuses to be ruled by our convention. It's like that kind of stuff. It's like what I find the funniest, because I see the funny side of stupidity, and I'm like, I like that. I like it there. That's a very nice place.
Like when we were sitting listening to those songs the other night.
Oh yeah,
it was the funny side of stupidity, but Sam was just here in shock the entire time.
The songs themselves are just stupidity, because the whole thing is like, they're pretty much it's what uneducated people were saying about these people.
Yes.
Or just a character who should be mocked ruthlessly.
Yes.
And that's what it was. And she's sitting there going, this is really bad, you know.
And we were sitting there, it's like, yes.
It's like,
we just don't care.
It's like, well, okay. But also, you realise that this is in no way serious. This is literally someone like just taking what other people have said about it and putting it in a song.
Yeah. That's all it is.
This person hates these people. It's like, no. It's like, why do you hate this country? It hasn't done anything to anyone. It's like, exactly. Most people don't even know this country. This is someone who's uneducated. I'm like, no, they're not. They're probably highly educated because they know about this fucking country.
And some of the stuff that happened.
And a lot of the stuff that happened.
Yes.
And enough to write a fucking song about it. And why they suck.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, that's like the most impressive thing. It's just like, oh, this is written by a redneck. It's like, it wouldn't be written by a redneck because a redneck wouldn't fucking know about Liechtenstein.
Yeah. And then the other ones where it's like, she's just at the end, it's like, what if that wasn't even correct? And we're like, we're aware. It wasn't meant to be. Like when where Obama was born kept changing.
But again, that is what people were saying about him. That he was born in this country, he was born in this country, he was born in this country. And it's just like, you really don't get satire, do you?
No. And then reading that map was fantastic.
Oh, that was a pretty funny map.
Oh, it was.
But as I said, she's a moron, and she.
Oh man.
But yeah, that was funny. That was really funny.
Yeah,
I specifically liked the map.
Yeah, oh, so did I.
They stole my Taj Mahal.
I just really enjoyed it as it briefly went up, and I only paid attention to one thing, and it was Africa. That's the only place I paid attention to.
Wait, what did Africa say?
I think it might have said I was from here.
No, because it was the Trump.
No, that's right.
Obama is from here.
Oh yeah, that's right. Obama was from here. That's right. It was his song. Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's what it said. Obama's from here.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
shit.
shit.
That was gone. Just all of it.
Yeah. A little bit of satire makes life nice.
It does.
It's like fucking South Park made fun of fucking Megan and Harry.
They did.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
It's like one of the newer ones, and they were like, we're gonna sue, and I was just like, they can't sue. It's fucking satire. You're allowed to fucking say whatever you want if it's satire.
It's true.
Well, provided you live in a Western country.
Yeah. Screw
If you live in Russia or China, to the gulag.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Modern Warfare. Wait, does Modern Warfare still use the gulag system?
I think they're bringing it back.
Interesting.
I've heard they're bringing it back. I don't know if they are or not. But
I don't know, I haven't played any Warzone in Modern Warfare 2, but I was like, wouldn't surprise me if they've dropped the gulag completely.
I think they
Especially
did.
after some Russian aggression over the last year and a half.
It's probably why it's not in yet.
What are they just hoping we'll forget about the war that's currently raging?
yeah, maybe. No, it's. I believe they did drop it out because there was I've heard there's talk of it coming back. They might not call it the Gulag, but there's been talk of it.
I'm just gonna call it Auschwitz.
That works too.
Yep. Well, it's almost akin to what it would be leaving this Gulag.
Yeah. No.
Oh, just call it Prison Camp 5.
Yeah, I think there was one where they had it in that if you just killed the commander, everyone went back in.
Wait,
But you had to wait for the commander to come in.
what?
Yeah, it was a thing. Well, I think that's what I gathered. I never actually saw it happen in one of the videos, but that I had heard people discussing. It's like, hey, dude, let's wait. We'll both kill the commander, and we'll both get back in. It's like, is that a thing? But it's just, it sounds like if you want to get in quicker, you kill the enemy, your opponent.
Right.
But if you aren't pressed for time, you can both wait for the commander and then kill them.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't into Warzone.
No, neither was I. It's just in one of the random videos that I've just left playing. It's one of those. There's been a few of those.
But yeah, no, fuck it. Fucking ping system, Call of Duty. Fix it. Fix it now.
So what in DMZ they have it fixed.
Yeah, but DMZ has a lot of other stuff going on that needs to be fixed.
Yeah, a lot of other stuff.
I get it's the biggest issue, but I really want sniper rifles fixed. Please fix sniper rifles.
I'm still,
They should be able to shoot further than like 300 meters.
and they're they're supposed to be very precise.
Are you kidding? I love it when I aim at someone's head, and as I pull the trigger, the bullet flies past their head, and I'm like, interesting.
No, I love it when it's like I aim at their head. I've headshot at everyone else in quick succession, and then there's this dude with his head about this far away from the wall.
Yep.
And it's blocked by the fucking wall.
Oh.
Because I shoot anywhere on his person. Chest, torso in general, I should say. Torso or head, doesn't matter where, it doesn't hit. And then I shoot someone from further away, aiming at the head, and I get a headshot. So it wasn't drop off.
Well, I there are some things still that annoy me deeply about DMZ. One of them is the fact that a SMG does more damage than an assault rifle.
Yeah, that one's an odd one. That's why I tend to go with the LMG SMG. One, because they use different types of ammo, and two, yeah, same thing.
Oh man, I was just kind of like, it was hilarious, because I like emptied an assault rifle into a guy's head, and he did not die. And then I had to reload and then shoot him one more time. And then a guy wearing exactly the same stuff, I shot him 3 times in the head with an SMG, and his helmet exploded, and he died. And I was just like, I don't think anyone ever told Call of Duty how bullets work.
That and point blank range with a fucking sniper rifle, hitting him in the head, only takes off the helmet.
Do you know that point blank range is actually a misnomer?
Okay, fair.
Because a gun actually has 2 point blank ranges.
Yeah.
Because point blank range just means that the bullet is travelling flat.
No, yeah. Fair.
So if you shoot up so that you can get distance, you'll have a point blank range here, and then a point blank range here.
No, there you go.
I learned that on CN Arsenal.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so like when a game's like get a point blank kill,
they're talking about from here to the computer screen.
yeah, they're talking about like kill them really quickly, but the actual term, like kill them closely, but the actual term point blank means that you could also kill them from far away, as long as your bullet travels like almost flat through their torso region.
Okay. That makes sense. But what I'm talking the close range. Okay, so killing a dude with a helmet on at close range with a sniper rifle still takes 2 shots.
Yes, but that's because they used really good helmets that can survive a 50 caliber bullet.
Yeah.
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 Weird.
No, it's broken. Like,
it is.
Honestly,
It is.
honestly, if it was,
Especially when it's like
if you want
a helmet that only covers up to here and you shot them in the face.
If you want to bring in bullet calibers, which Call of Duty has done, what you've got to do is realize that every gun that shoots that type of bullet, not even bullet caliber, but that type of bullet, like a 50 BMG, will do the same damage because they're shooting the same bullet.
Yeah.
But it is Call of Duty and Call of Duties.
Does.
It's a very popular game.
Still
It's just
having
not very
a lot of
great.
trouble with that fucking hard drive.
Hard drives.
The hard drive that the crashed car?
That's because everyone's after it.
No, I can get it.
Biscuit.
It's just the
Complains about everything.
every time I've gotten to the point where you drop it off,
Yeah.
Juggernaut.
Probably set that way. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
I know, it's fucking annoying.
Hey.
Oh no, because the Juggernaut's been out and about. But it's annoying because you've got to find the dead drop in the underwater tunnels.
Underwater tunnels.
Yeah.
I don't know where they are.
Wait, not underwater.
Underwater tunnels.
No, tunnels. They're just tunnels, underground tunnels, but they're waterways. So
Sewers?
sort of.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm really tired. I'm not actually. I'm just very yawny.
Yeah.
But on that, we will leave you for tonight. As always, I've been Darcy, joined by Kris.
Yes, indeed.
This has been us talking rubbish for about an hour. If you enjoyed, give us a like and a subscribe, possibly. But tell a friend. Maybe they'll like it. Maybe they won't. It's their choice, man. We're not going to tell them what to do. But we will catch you next time and see you later.
So.